And that was Identifile by Gearbyte Games. And joining me on stage are the developers Legion and Sin. How you guys doing? It's a pretty impressive game so far, but you got to feel really good about being here at Gamescom.
Yeah, it has been quite a hectic day the past 2 days. Yeah, I think it had quite a lot of fun as well. Really seen a lot of people enjoy our game, even though it's pretty difficult.
I mean, overall experience and the reception of your game it's quite unique. It's actually one of the most unique ones we've had here on the stage. Can we talk about the origins of how you guys came about this idea of Identifile?
Okay, so let me explain about what our game is first. So Identifile is a bullet hell action roguelike dungeon crawler game where you play as a cursor and you navigate your file explorer, and these folders are like dungeon rooms. And some of these folders, they might contain viruses, and it's your job to identify them, like defeat them. Since it's a roguelike, the levels are procedurally generated, and there's like loots and upgrades, events that can make your run easier. And at the end of every drive, we call it drive, there's a boss at the end of the stage.
Cool.
And you get to fight him and move on to the next drive. And that's our gameplay loop.
It's quite unique that you have elements of roguelike with actual recovering of software. So where did that come from? Let's marry these two ideas together, and let's just use the cursor.
Okay, so this game is actually a game jam game.
Oh,
it's a
okay.
local game jam game. It's called the Century Games Game Jam.
Okay.
So this year we had this competition where the theme was Into the Unknown, and had this idea because you know the horror of downloading random like files online, and then you want to click in the stuff and hey,
What's
what's
this?
this?
.exe. Then
Sometimes you get a pop-up and it says some suspicious stuff, and like, oh, but I really want to download this.
Yeah,
Let me try.
I want an iPhone. Hey, like there's some people in my area. What?
But yeah, so the part of Into the Unknown, that's what we tried to follow.
Okay.
That theme, and then there's the mechanic of the circling part.
Yeah.
The circling part was it's a game called Pokemon Ranger. Back in the days, I think it was released in like 2005.
Okay.
The Nintendo DS era, and I found that that game, I really loved that game in the past, and no one has really made something similar to it anytime in the recent years. So that's when I wanted to marry the modern take of like the roguelike genre, and the old times of Pokemon Ranger. They mashed it together with this fresh concept of the operating system, file exploring.
I like that. So with that being said, let's actually jump into how the game looks like, because it's quite beautiful. Look at that. Everyone knows that iconic desktop. And
it's the Windows XP
exactly. And XPs and Vistas, they've all been plagued with viruses. So now we're actually going to jump into it. Sin over here is going to be piloting our cursor over here. So tell us about what we're going to be in store for. How do we start out a game here?
So first you just press the start button, then you get to select your cursors. So you will start off with only just the classic cursor, and then through achievements you get to unlock more different kind of like cursor play styles. So we accidentally unlocked the classic the clicking cursor just now, but yeah, so we have like 15 playable cursors that we have in store.
I'll be honest, I downloaded something like this where you could change the cursor, and I got a virus. So I mean, it's true to home. But okay, so we're gonna start with a classic cursor. I like how there's different play styles to this game. What would you say is the most unique cursor that you have here? I mean, it's still, I mean, this early development, but what's
I don't want to spoil, but right now this second cursor is just a clicking cursor. So instead of the circling play style, we have one with much lower health, but instead you can tap on the viruses. It's a much more aggressive play style.
Glass cannon.
Yeah, it's a glass cannon kind of build.
Nice. Okay, so here we have it. We're about to enter our first file or dungeon. You can move. That's crazy. You can move the windows. Yeah, I didn't know that when I first tested this out. So where are we going to, Sin?
Let's go into one of these photos.
Wow, just with the skull? Sure. You're the one piloting it. So talk to me about the enemy archetypes here. Are these based off actual viruses?
Okay, this spinning one, It's just what I had in mind for the most generic looking
Virus.
Yeah.
True. With the eye and the, it looks like that. Because there are some horses where I feel like are Trojan horses.
Yes, correct.
Is there love bugs also?
That's the boss.
Oh,
is
sorry.
Kinda, yeah,
okay.
spoiled it a bit.
'Cause
But
I'm
the
just
boss was kind of inspired by Love Bug.
Okay. I have a
Yeah.
question. Is there a story element to this? Like you actually see what the files are of the people, or you just recover the files?
There isn't much story
You
yet.
finished it. Jeez, we're still in a conversation here.
Yeah,
Sid.
but there isn't much story yet. But the premise is basically that you downloaded something online,
Okay.
and some unknown virus has shut down your whole
Uh-oh.
defense system.
Dang.
But now it's your job to manually go and
You
find
got
out.
Rick.
No, it's
Roll
roll
Rick.
It's
Okay.
roll Rick.
My bad.
It's roll Rick.
And Jilly
And
Beans.
Jilly Beans.
Jilly Beans. Awesome. So what's a key?
So the key is used to unlock zip folders.
Okay.
And inside zip folders there will be special loot.
The Roots. Nang. Okay, that's pretty cheeky. Okay, so yeah, the keys open more files.
Yeah.
Can you actually open up these?
all,
or it's just
all
points?
these files are just you get a chance to obtain
Hello
points.
World. Nice,
Yeah, yeah.
look at that.
These are like your currencies that you can pick up.
Okay. So this is basically like the in-betweens of the dungeons.
Yeah.
Okay.
People love to, just click on files.
Yeah, randomly, right?
You should ask me that question.
What? I don't want to say it. You want to say it? You want to say it?
It's okay. Go.
What is? I can't say it. But I like how it has that early internet vibes too, like the trolling and the memes and whatnot. So now there's actually another enemy type we have here. Who is
Yeah.
this? Do you have the names of the enemy types?
So we call this the user virus because it
User
looks like the user icon.
oh,
And
true.
his main
true.
attack is just summoning knife projectiles
Okay.
that follows the cursor after a period of time.
What was the other one with the skull? What was that?
So the skull, like some viruses that look really scary. I want to portray a scary looking virus.
Okay.
So skull came into mind.
Okay. What's the name of that virus?
We just call it skull.
Skull. That's easy to remember. And now I see that you're trying to make big circles here, and there's actually a tail end to it. You can't keep
Okay.
going the whole
Yeah,
screen.
so we have we call it draw length.
Okay.
So it's a stat in game that can be upgradable. But the whole point of this is so that people can't exploit the game and just
The
just,
whole screen.
Yeah, draw the entire screen.
Was this the length it was originally, or did you have to adjust it along the
We
playtest?
had to adjust quite a bit because we want to make people like come into the game learning to draw smaller circles, more focused kind of circles,
Instead of AoEs?
instead of drawing very big circles.
Okay.
So once you get used to that motion, you can go for more different playstyles. Because in the future we have more playstyles like high damage group AoE kind of circles.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. So for each cursor, there's like different stats, as you can see from the properties window on the left. So for this classic cursor, is a more single target focus kind. So we also have like crit rate and crit damage, and we have a combo capacity. So in this game, we have a combo system.
All right.
So the more times you circle consecutively, the
Uh-oh,
combo racks
uh-oh.
up and you deal more damage.
It's a
So-
mimic.
So that's a zip bomb.
Yeah, a zip. Okay. Actually, I have a fear of opening up zip files because now you've solidified that fear in me. Dang, it's a look at that, dropping bombs. Zip bomb, that's so cool. And they didn't look like a virus at first, right? So
Yeah.
you will get those. Okay, interesting. Sin, what's your favorite play style with the cursor? Do you like the classic, or what are you like going for?
I prefer the circling cursor.
The
'cause,
circling.
Yeah, there's an AoE aspect to it, which is
Nice.
very nice to clear all the viruses.
Okay.
Low on health.
Oh, look at that.
Yes, so that's a EXE. We call it EXE. It's like active items that you can bring along
Nice.
in your runs. So
Okay.
usually you can find this in treasure folders.
Oh.
Yeah. For this particular item, it's called a healing drone. So it heals you for 2 hearts over time, but it's a one-time use.
Dang. Okay, over time, so you still have to survive. It's not necessarily an instant heal.
Yeah.
And I love how the background is still in the desktop and
Yes.
you're still fighting on the desktop. That's wild. Do you have any favorite, creative viruses that will come in the full game, or can you disclose a little bit of your favorite ones? You could just say the name and then.
I think I'd rather.
No,
not-
keep it quiet. Okay,
I'd
cool.
rather
Yeah,
keep
you
it
don't
quiet.
have to. But yeah, because they're quite unique, and I don't know how many viruses I've encountered, but I mean, it's
Right now in this demo, there's 7 viruses.
7 viruses. Okay.
In the full game, we expect to have at least 40. At least 40
14.
different
Nice.
viruses. And how we plan to introduce like more difficulty is by introducing you more variety of enemies as the drives goes on.
Ah.
So it's kind of want to go for like a bit of the Dark Souls vibe where you need to learn the attack patterns of
Right.
the enemy. So once you're comfortable with this first set of enemies and you know how to play against them, okay, that's a trap room. So it was a normal folder disguised as a trap.
Is that that's a stonehead, right?
That's a Moyai.
What? Wait, what? That's a bullet.
It's the Moyai hit.
And what are those? The one that they're firing?
So those are the twin shooter turrets.
Uh-huh.
So this folder is a really rare spawn that will come out. Okay, so I don't know if you can hear the music, but the music is different for this particular folder.
Oh, okay. Dang. Devour.
Death
Dev Hour. Oh, Dev Hour. Okay. I thought it was Devour, but limited offer. Uh-oh. You get offers like this? Deal. Okay.
Nice.
Could that have been a failure?
There's
Oh.
a chance for it to fail,
Uh-oh.
where the guy just scam you.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah, so
yeah.
you know back in the past there's like those
Wait, you're telling
pop-up-
me in the internet people can scam you? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
pop-up advertisements in the past they used
You
to
mean
have
I
this
didn't win an iPhone?
yeah, really suspicious looking advertisement in the past.
Like,
They
how
wanted
do-
to
How
put
do
that
they
in the
know
game.
I'm in this area? What the heck? That's crazy, right? I won. This is a PSA, folks. Yeah, be careful with your internet activities as well. Who do you think would really enjoy these type of games? Is it like people that?
Okay.
Yeah. Go
So
for it.
for our planned target audience would be people who enjoy roguelike games and people who enjoy something creative, something new. It's something that they never really seen before.
Right.
And the other group will be people who really miss the
Oh, man.
Pokemon Ranger, like
You ran into the same. Okay.
Pokemon Ranger nostalgia kind of game. So like we have people telling us, oh my god, it's Pokemon Ranger,
Ranger,
but
okay.
roguelike.
Nice.
Really into your game, and people walk past my booth, it's like, oh my god, Pokemon Ranger.
Nice.
Pokemon Ranger.
What was the best feedback and compliment you heard in Gamescom thus far from people, aside from the Pokemon run?
People telling me that it's the most unique looking game
Hey,
that
okay.
I've seen in the whole con.
Yeah, I'd have to say it's quite unique. It did stand out a lot, and I think people, especially here, that have played on the internet and know all about like viruses, they say this is quite it hits home. So wait, I'm looking at the left here. That's the file explorer. That's crazy.
Yes,
I didn't notice
that's
that.
the hierarchy. You can actually click on it, so it's like a map for you to fast navigate.
Who's this person?
So-
she's new.
So you know those pornography ads.
I don't want to say that, but yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So there.
So that's what we are trying to push for. So we have this cute anime girl. Okay, maybe it's just another reason that I want to add a cute anime girl. in my
Well,
game.
there you go. That's who's the hardest enemy to face? Not the boss, but who do you think is the hardest one to face?
Okay, people tell me it's this.
Because like look at that. Okay, you have to go around it. You kind of have to stop everything.
Because she really stops you from playing the game with that laser attack when it splits the screen in half. So you have to really target her.
Oh, so yeah, you definitely
She
have to.
limits your screen space by quite a bit. Yeah.
Okay. Man, you are racking through this. This is crazy. Okay. We're gonna hit the boss already? Is this the boss? Not yet.
I think he's trying to clear every single map.
Okay, wow. Look at that. Breaking the game before it launches. Okay. And these are Trojan horses? Or they're just
Yes,
horses?
these
Okay.
are Trojan horses.
Nice.
So the attack is just bouncing off the screen.
Were you impressed by anyone here at Gamescom that played your game and it's like, wow, I didn't know that you could clear it this fast?
There was one guy who just accidentally went into the boss on the first. Like they didn't play the rest of the game, but they just click and they just went into the boss.
Oh,
And then he didn't have any upgrades at all.
okay. And
So
how
like,
do you do?
Yeah, I think they didn't. I didn't explain the mods yet, but
Uh-huh.
those are like augments that changes your playstyle, give you a stat boost.
Uh-huh.
So the guy just went into the boss folder straight up, as his tutorial, and he beat the boss.
He beat the boss without any mods? Oh man, you gotta make the
And
boss
let
harder.
me tell you that there are over 100 people that played the game so far. I only can count. I can count like the number of people that beat the game with one hand.
Oh.
And that guy was one of them.
That just went in without like,
That was his tutorial.
that's crazy. It's like, hey, your game's really fun. And like, when's the next stage? Like, that was the first bug. Oh my god, that's crazy. Did he win some special award or a special shout out? He should have a special folder. Like,
I remember his face then.
okay, there you go. Put his picture in the game or something.
Yeah.
So now we're in our first boss battle. What did you want to depict in your first boss battle? And is this the final version, or would you want to tweak it around a little more?
I would say it's close to final.
Okay.
So we wanted to show you that this is what we have in mind. Like boss fight can be really intense. You need to learn quite a bit of the patterns before you can actually beat it the first time. And we also have it caught like the first bug. So you know,
The first bug.
like, oh, it's quite cool. This is the very first bug that,
Oh, that's true.
that ever existed. But
Man, are you gonna have like the Y2K virus here too? That's crazy. Jeez. But yeah, so now it's kind of teaching you the bullet hell mechanics because we've already seen like those areas that are red. But
Yep.
look, wow, you have to be fast on your reflexes on this one.
So like this is the attack window. To give the players a chance to attack.
Okay. So
And
this is second form.
Yeah, this is like its phase 2.
Okay, nice. Oh my god. Okay. Will you, in the future, will you open to like competitions? Like who can speedrun this game or who can...
We have plans for that. So we have seeds that you can type in. So if we want to compete in the same map,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, so they can use that seed to compete.
Nice. I mean, ever since that guy that you mentioned, I feel ashamed actually not even reaching this boss battle. Like he's got to join for sure. Uh-oh. Sorry, I'm just really trying to find a pattern here. This is crazy. And if you can disclose, how many levels in the final game? do you
So
think?
yes, we are planning to have 5 drives.
Okay.
So there will be a final boss on the 5th one.
Okay.
So there will be at least 5 bosses.
At least 5 bosses.
Yeah, at least 5 bosses.
Nice. And how long did it take?
Oh.
Oh no!
So like this is the death screen.
I can imagine
And the
solitaire.
blue screen.
Oh, that's like the most terrible feeling in the world when that happens. Oof. Killed by boss 1 _ the first bug. Can you try going in on the boss battle without any upgrades? See how far you can get.
I can try.
Okay, let's, because we still got a little bit of time. But now we're going clicking
Try with the
cursor.
other cursor.
Okay, actually, now we're doing clicking cursor. You don't have to do that. I want to see how clicking cursors do it. So instead of circles, you gotta click.
Yep.
Oh. Oh wow. But you got damage there. How does that work?
So this enemy has a attack pattern
When
where
it-
he comes out and he does a spin attack.
Oh.
So because you are playing as the cursor, the hitbox is on the cursor.
Okay.
You only take damage when the enemy does his attack.
So you can float onto the enemy, but
Yes.
once it's active frames, you gotta get out.
So when you're on the circling cursor, when you draw a line and it touches the enemy, it just breaks the line.
Oh, and like you mentioned, we only have 2 hearts right now. It's a little tough. Uh-oh. Oh, interesting. I could feel my carpal tunnel like acting up if I play this game a little too long.
Yes, but we do have plans to change your keybinds. You can change your keybinds.
Oh, nice. Okay, so at least this can navigate and this could like tap the.
Yeah,
okay, that's cool.
Especially because some people wants to play with a drawing tablet.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's smart. That's pretty good.
Because there's this rhythm game called Osu.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, some people play.
Oh,
Oh, no, we
dang.
died.
Sorry about that.
Right.
That's okay. Blue screen. Jesus.
I think you can try again. You click on the widget. So we have widgets in the game, which are like
Okay.
some small stat bonus that you can bring along. So this attack widget, you start off with additional 1 base attack.
Okay.
So this will really help the clicking cursor.
Nice.
And try again.
So I forgot to ask, like, how long have you guys developed this game? Like, 'cause it seems very polished. I mean, even though this is still a demo.
Okay, so initially this was a game jam game. It was a 1 week game jam.
1 week.
Yes, we won that game jam, and we used the prize money to put out the Steam page.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So clips of this game went viral on Twitter and Reddit. That's when we decided, hey, why not?
How
take it
long
seriously.
ago was the game jam till today? Like
It was in May.
this year?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What a turnaround.
And we are working on this game part time after work.
Oh, okay.
So maybe like 2 hours to 3 hours every day consistently.
Okay.
And the whole weekend on.
It'd be funny if
Yeah.
this reminds you of work. Like, oh, right, I gotta code this. Darn it. Yeah, so much viruses. This is crazy. 'Cause this is a bullet hell type. I would say this game is kind of rage-induced. I played a little bit of it. I'm like, damn, I can't understand the patterns. And look at that. You gotta mimic. You gotta zip bomb. The name's really good, by the way. And you're a team of how many?
We are a team of 3 at the moment. So I'm the creative director. I do the art design, front end programming. I
Nice.
also handle the marketing as well.
Okay.
So Sin is the back end programmer. He does all the systems, procedure generation.
Right.
loops.
Nice.
And the third guy is audio composer.
Mhm.
So the music in this game is all done by him and all the sounds as well.
Mm.
And the music is really, really,
Yeah. Oh, it's fine. It's all good.
music is really catchy. you
It
know.
is. It is. It's quite
I've
catchy.
been listening to the same song for like the past few days. It's just stuck in my head. It's a earworm.
It definitely is. I think that will help you. I think we're on our final minute already, folks. Let's get some closing thoughts from both of you. So that was Identifile in a nutshell, folks. How can people watching that are interested support you guys? What's the next steps, and how can they stay in touch with you?
Okay, so you guys can search up our Steam page, Identifile. Please wishlist our game, and there's a demo out on Steam. The demo has around 40 minutes to 1 hour gameplay, depending on how good you are. But yeah, so if you're also interested, you can join our Discord or follow us on Twitter. You can just search Gearbyte Games. And I think that's all actually.
Okay, thank you so much, Legion and Sin. That was Gearbyte Games with Identifile. You heard it here, folks. Do wishlist it, join their Discord, and get into the conversation of Identifile. Stay away from malicious files, and we'll see you after this short break, folks. Thank you so much.